So another option would be to basically you're in the same spot, you go back to perspective, say I'm going to be orthographic, and use the section box, turn it on. This way, this one away. Turning the section box on. So you could just do something original that is more three-dimensional from above if you want to. Let me see if that will work. Like this element, and I'll hide this category. Okay, so basically you can turn any of this, from being, well, that looks horrible, obviously, because it has the trusses right underneath. You know, so you could go, if you like one of these ones, I can just hide, for example, the roof, or I can make it transparent, and I can go and change that feature I talked about before. It's basically changing it from orthographic to perspective. It goes and does that thing, and then you just play with the wheel in whatever ways, so you can start becoming more, interesting about what is being shown in the perspective. You can also look around in different ways. And as I mentioned, there's the option of changing the lenses here. So you can go back a lot and then basically zoom in with the zoom option. And it just increases the focal length of the camera. And then you can zoom around, you can orbitate a bit. Again, these are mostly from the outside looking in, but if you manage to hide some things and make other things transparent, you might be able to tell the story of how the interior works from outside. You're also able, of course, no problem, to come into the place and do this section box feature from inside. That's another option. So there are many possibilities that you can explore with this technique. And again, it will be just making sure you have a perspective that you love, and then do the printing of the PDF, vector base. I think it's a drawing that is already worth having. You can also do as a rendering if you want to do like a shaded or actually wireframe, but you go to other tutorials I've mentioned about it, like the rendering settings, or you can do the distributing graphics and add shadows and do the things that we've been talking all along to create any type of interesting renderings. And you can have one of them to save a very high resolution images as we have taught, or combine them vector based and rendering and place them in your panel 2. And again, as I mentioned, I think we will use these techniques also for future panels. So I would hope for everybody to engage with this more flexible, more experimental ways of looking at the project. Okay. So let me skip that.